Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of Seggs Friend no Senpai. Now, if you thought the first one was interesting, I ain't gonna lie. Part 2 actually was more intriguing because it has a lot of character development. So, we left off with part 1 when they had their sexual encounter, and Homie was like obsessed. He couldn't stop thinking about this girl. So, we start off with part 2 whereas we see the two friends, Yuuma and his friend, they're like talking, and he's like, wait, oh wait, look, there's Nana right there. And he's like kind of pissed because he sees her with a guy that's her alleged or supposed boyfriend, quote unquote, because they see that he looked kind of cool, and they're like talking, and the homie's so thirsty, he bros so down bad that he was like, I want a girlfriend. And he's like, bro, I don't think I could relate to you, you're on your own there, pal. So there is this one call. Oh right, I forgot to mention this part. So bro was like, he couldn't even sleep. Bro was just thinking about their first encounter, and bro was beating his schmeat off to the point where he was so upset that bro even filled a whole entire bin full of toilet paper or whatever the fuck that was. And bro was just like mad as shit. He was like, damn, I'm a virgin and I let this experienced senior took my virginity. So here's where it gets a bit more interesting. So he works at a grocery store nearby his campus because he's working a part-time job, and she also works part-time. So they encounter each other, and she's like, well, okay, well, you work here. Now that I know, I could visit you more frequently because I might as well, this is where I get my stuff from. So he's like, yeah, this is where I work. I finish in like 30 minutes. And she's like, well, listen, I will be by the cafe nearby and I can wait. So he's like a bit hesitant. He was a bit, no, he was a bit like taken aback by this because he's thinking, oh shit, she's gonna happen again. So he was like, all right, cool. He reluctantly agreed to the whole situation. So as they're walking to like their place. He's assuming they're gonna go to their place and do their typical encounters. However, he got caught by surprise by being asked, have you ever been to a love hotel before? And he's like, no, I've never been to one. So she's like, well, listen, we're gonna go to this one that has a jacuzzi. Her girlfriend was telling her about it, and it's a great experience. And he was like, what? So he was like, but I can't. But he still has in his mind that she has a boyfriend. And he's like, I feel so bad doing this, but I feel so right. So I might as well go with it. And she uses her charm to like entice him, and he agreed. He gave in. He folded like an origami. So they're in the hotel, they're showering, having a good time. Then they get down to the action. And bro did not waste any more time. Bro was like, I'm about to go demon time on this bitch. So after they finish, he can't stop thinking about it. He just like in love with her at this point. The next day, he gets confessed by another girl. And he's like, well, I kind of love someone else. It's half true yet half lie, try to spare her feelings. And she's like, oh, okay. And at the ending of the scene, we see her and her girlfriend talking, and she texts him, and she's like, well, listen, I had a great weekend. How are you free this weekend? And he's like, I bet. Because this is what you call character development at its finest. Because that is crazy to think about, because she's not really taking him seriously. She doesn't see him as a relationship, more like a buck buddies, And he, in his head, he's thinking otherwise. He's having a crush on this girl. Despite he was confessed by a girl because she very much liked him back on the Rosy college days, she was like, I like you and I want you. And he was like, nah, I'm good. Because again, their encounter is so great. But here's what caught me off guard, and it was a little bit funny. So when they're about to go at it like rabbits in heat, she was like, I wanted to steal your kiss before I did anything, but I feel bad if I did that. So he's like, well, you've already taken my V card, so hell. They started kissing. Now, bro was more enticed, like his pheromones went off. But anyways, that is it for this backstory. Let's get right into this.
したのがこの部屋だったおかげで 毎日あのことを思い出して一人でシコシコ。くそ。本当にまたしてくれんのかな。
へえ、そんなにいいんだ、例の童貞くん。ああ、元童貞くんね。
うん。これからも付き合ってくれそうだったし、また明日あたり行ってみようかなって。
はあ、お気に入りだね。今までのセフレと全然違うじゃん。そんな男なんてデクもないし、ナナの相手もっとがっつり女食いますって感じの男ばっかりだったのに、なんでまた。何、まさか当分恋人はいらないと言ってたナナ様が
うんうん。そういうのじゃないよ。
お、ユーマ、あれナナ先輩じゃん。
ナナ先輩。
一緒にいるの彼氏か？なかなかイケてる感じするよな。やっぱ俺たちみたいな芋男子にはああいう先輩みたいな女の子となんて幻想だったんだよな。
一緒にするなよ。
あー、彼女欲しいな。
っていうか彼氏なのかな。いやもしかして他のセフ。ダメだ。あれから先輩のことばかり。いや先輩との行為のこと。いかんいかん。バイト中。いらっしゃいませ。お預かりします。こりゃ帰ったらまた抜かないとな。まああの夜を思い出すだけでおかずいらずになってしまって、なんというか複雑。
いたいた。
ナナ先輩。
バイト先駅前のストアって言ってたからここかなって。会っててよかった。
うわ、顔合わすのあの時以来だ。なんて挨拶したらいいんだっけ。
レジお願いします。
あ、はい、すみません。
時間的にもうすぐ終わりだよね。
あと30分したら上がりですね。
うん。じゃあ隣のカフェで待ってるから。今夜いいかな。ゆうまくん付き合いよくってほんとありがたいな。
いやそれにしてもちょっと突然すぎますよ。
じゃあ次からはちゃんと前の日までに連絡入れて確認しよっか。
はい。そっか、今日だけじゃなくてこの先何度でもやれちゃうのか。ってくそ、期待しまくってる。でも先輩、彼氏はいいんですか。なんで俺なんかと何度も付き合ってる人は今なんだろう、深く聞けないんだよな。このまま流されてエロいことできるのに期待してる俺って最低だよな。で、俺んちこっちじゃないんですけど、どこに？
今日はね、またいきなり付き合ってもらうことになったし、バイト代入ったからここ行こうかなって。
ここ？ラブホー。
ここね、友達がジャグジーが良かったって自慢しててね、来てみたかったんだ。もちろんゆうまくんはラブホは
初めてっす。
だよね。じゃあまた新しい初めての経験もするわけだ。先輩についておいでね。
ほら、こうされたらもう黙ってついていくしかない。
だから私、藤森くんのことが好きです。よければ付き合ってほしいの。
ほら、待ちに待った大学デビューだ。可愛い女の子から告白されてバラ色の大学生活、ここから始められるんだ。なのにもう俺は、ごめん俺、他に好きな人がいるんだ。これは半分嘘で半分本当だ。だって誰といても考えてしまう。頭の中に、体の中に染みついたナナ先輩とのセックスを、恋人がいる女の人とのセックスを楽しんでしまっている。望んではいけないのに求めてしまう。絶対に叶わないのに。俺はまた。
Alright, so that seems to be the end of second part of this episode. Now I must say, this is what you call character development plot. I genuinely enjoy this show. I thoroughly did because it gives like so much emotion and like the characters like confused and yet like indecisive. Because come on, let's think about this for a minute. You encounter this senior and you've been having a crush on this senior for a while. She gives you the time of day, and then she tells you, well, listen, I'm not looking for anything serious, I'm just looking for, a buck buddy. And he reluctantly accepted, because he was like, I have nothing else to do, might as well do some fun with it. But regardless, he started to catch feelings. And this is why, in my personal experience, I wouldn't encourage friends with benefits, because this is one of the biggest cons, no pun intended, that happens within a friends with benefits situation. Because when you have encounters like this, physical closeness and all of that, it does cause like for feelings to surface over time. It doesn't matter the gender. It could be male, female, and the other 500 genders out there. I don't know. I don't care honestly about the other 500. I care mainly about the male and female. So it can happen either way. Either they will like you too much, they become clingy, or they become downright upset because you're having encounters with somebody else, not knowing that their intentions were clear. But some people, for some reason, they don't tend to have a sense of reason, especially when there is feelings involved. But anyways, I did enjoy it. If you guys, I would highly recommend you watching this, because this was actually great. I enjoyed it. Pink Pineapple cooked with this one. Not gonna lie. This one, they cooked. Chef's kiss. The animation, great. The plot, great. The little twist here and there, amazing. This is definitely an 8 out of 10, because I'm impressed. And if I can see a part 3 on this, Pink Pineapple, if you're watching this video, please do a part 3. I want to see where this ends or where this leads to. If they're gonna either end up in a relationship, or she just ended up like ghosting him for some reason, or downright tell her that I'm moving on and I'm in a relationship. But anyways, let me what you guys think in the comments. I would really like to hear your thoughts on this. And yes, it's triple N, no, not November. I wish all my soldiers the best of luck. I'm already in my 8th day and I've been holding it strong. So let's hold it strong for all, and let's press F respect for all fallen soldiers. But anyways, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, guys, and peace out.